all, Shooting Films here. I have been enjoying all things existing lately, like where would humanity be without Raise the Clock on VIS? Ever since that program back in January announcing the Scott the Woz YTP Collab 2, it's amazing how people like me are all in agreement that yes, error does happen. No lies, it's recorded in the history books. But the guy who constantly talks about stupid Nintendo games, who knows, we might do something related to him this summer. Besides tax fraud.
This just in, a collab that shows appreciation of a guy who talks about stupid Nintendo games has been pushed back from the summer.
No!
Yes, the long-awaited Scott the Woz YTP Collab 2 has had its deadline pushed from July 9th all the way to December 17th. Apparently the man who pitched the idea, Matthew, lost his house due to arson and can't work on anything because of it. We go now to Matthew on the field with more info. Matthew?
Thanks, Matthew.
See, that's why I don't trust the news anymore. That's an open plate of grass.
Yes, the rumors are true. I was playing with fire one day and thought to myself, you know what would be funny? Consider me a little thing called homeless. And yep, I can confirm from first-hand experience, it blows. So now that I don't have a place to call my own, I've had to push back the release of the Scott the Woz collab, and because of that, nobody will buy into my scams anymore. People are outraged by this. I'm at my local Walgreens and everyone's just been walking around the store and buying goods. It's a nightmare!
No, not Walgreens! Did you at least get anything cool there?
He better bought some Twizzlers.
I bought some Twizzlers.
Oh, thank Christ.
Woo, okay. Thanks for your time, Matthew. Oh yeah, and there's gonna be a flash flood later tonight. More on that Friday.
So delays, huh? So yeah, a little bit of a shock to push the deadline all the way back that far, and I'm terribly sorry for those who already had submitted an entry, but there are a few reasons why this is the case. At first, the collab deadline is supposed to be on July 9th, but because that is like around my vacation, I want to dedicate more time to making it the best collab I could make it instead of half-assing it. Because it's not being released on July 16th anymore, 5 days before the 6th anniversary of the internet and you. Another way to make it special in a way is uploading on the most special day of them all, or at least around that time. I thought it was the resurrection of the Easter Bunny. With Scott uploading again, I thought it would benefit more participants if the deadline is pushed forward. People can ease their way into being excited about Scott again, or even ease their way into making an entry if they want to. Entrants have a number of issues including time, motivation, and even computer ones, and I feel like more time is necessary for those issues to get sorted out. Hi, my name is local video editor Shooting Films. Have you ever been concerned about headroom problems so much that you accidentally wipe your entire PC clean, and because of that you had to get a new version of your editing software, but like some projects won't open, including your Scott the Woz YTP entry? Well, speaking of time issues, with both of the host entries being ambitious, we needed more time anyways. Matthew and I are more involved with our personal lives at the moment and trying to better ourselves physically and mentally, as well as having a multitude of other projects in the works. Wow, we have lives? Tell us more. I feel like I should also make a few disclaimers clear, so what a better way to do that than write them down on sticky notes. Disclaimer 1, you still need to make your entry unlisted until the final collab is released. I know it's even more aggravating to have to wait even longer until you can publicize your entry, but as I said, it's to prevent people from having the collab ruined in a general audience sense. You can, however, share it to close peers, but please ask first before you proceed. That being said, both Matthew and I will be making our entries public before the collab's release, since we're both in charge of the collab, and it will build up more hype when the final product is released. Disclaimer 2, it's not the fact that we need to capture lightning in a bottle twice, but because of the issues going on, a deadline extension feels more than appropriate. Disclaimer 3, while it's not exactly the strict deadline, that is the designated timeline to aim for. Otherwise, this is the final deadline extension. Now, if you haven't heard until now that we're even doing this collab in the first place, well, do I have a Scott the Woz YTP collab announcement for you. If you want more info, you can check out our previous announcement video from earlier this year, link in the description. Everything you want to know, like how to join, the rules, and all that jazz, are all right there. Ignore the original deadline we mentioned in that video, obviously. Well, I suppose the only thing worse than driving the red one in Eminem's car racing is if the Wii U eShop channel closed closes. I mean, who wouldn't want another zombie apocalypse? You hear that? Either I'm in a really shitty neighborhood, or the flash floods are here. No worries, I can prepare for this kind of situation. I've grown accustomed to talking to non-living people to help me out. Let me ask Google Home, and son of a bitch! The robots are coming! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you know how in the last collab, like, we done, like, Twitter submissions for Scott screaming at Manon09? Well, I want to do that again for this collab, but this time with Scott getting hit in the face with the frying pan. The rules still apply as if you're submitting an entry on its own. Just either DM us on Twitter or DM us on Discord. Alright, here's the template now. Bye.
So get your face ready.